she with you?
I thought she was with you.
The Man of Steel and The Dark Knight don't stop giving us awesome stuff. I'm Jack for Jack Media, and today I'm going to talk about the new Batman v Superman trailer. Well, first up, let me talk about what I liked about the trailer. The anticipation for this movie is really getting to me at this stage. It feels like forever since they announced this movie was coming out. But this trailer, it doesn't really do much for me. Don't get me wrong, there is some good stuff in here, but it's just the fact that we've seen pretty much all of this before. It's almost the exact same as the Comic-Con footage, except for one or two little changes, and don't get me wrong, I will get to those changes in a minute. But overall, this trailer is mediocre at best. It feels like somebody got the film and said, hey, we better just show the story for this whole film. Let's lay it out there for them, because anybody who might get confused needs to see this trailer. Yeah, they pretty much spoiled the whole story in here, especially a big reveal at the very end. But apart from all that, I think I have two major gripes with this trailer. One being the fact that, well, Lex Luthor just really doesn't do it for me. He doesn't seem like the Lex Luthor from the comics, the movies. Sure, they're trying to be original, but it feels like they're straying too far away from the character, with this whole whiny little, oh look at me, I'm Jesse Eisenberg thing going on.
Boys, Bruce Wayne meets Clark Kent. I love it. I love bringing people together. How are we?
Lex?
Hi, hello, Lex. It is a pleasure. Ow, wow, that is a good grip. You should not pick a fight with this person.
And another thing, I think it may just be me, but I feel like Wonder Woman's being shoehorned into this movie. I mean, like, originally this was Batman versus Superman. Now it's Batman v Superman, Dawn of Justice, as in Justice League. So you know they're just using this to set up other films. Sure, that doesn't mean it's gonna be bad or anything, but it's just something that I think we should watch out for. Don't get me wrong, overall I did enjoy the trailer, but I think since this is the last trailer before the movie came out, it should have gotten me a bit more hype. I'm still definitely going to see this movie, but it's just a bit of a letdown, this trailer. Well, with that out of the way, let's get to breaking down the trailer and seeing any hidden details we can find inside of it. Okay, the trailer opens with Clark Kent standing around at what seems to be some kind of art gala or maybe big social event. He turns to the reporter next to him, asking who's that, and we get a good shot of Bruce Wayne, which I don't get, because if Bruce Wayne's a major celebrity in this universe, how does Clark Kent, a respected journalist, not know that? We quickly cut to inside the gala, where Bruce Wayne goes up to have a conversation with Clark Kent, and here's the first little detail we spot, which I think the motorcycle which Bruce Wayne walks in front of may be the same motorcycle we see Lex Luthor driving in the Comic-Con trailer. The two start to have a conversation where they talk about the idea of Batman and him being a vigilante. We then cut to the same footage we saw in the Comic-Con trailer of the police arresting a man who Batman has obviously beaten up and branded. We see a newspaper saying it's from Gotham. And in the top corner we see that it says something about the water dam or pollution or whatever, which I think may have something to do with Aquaman. Maybe they're dumping in the sea or something like that. Talking about how they're living in fear of these vigilantes and how Superman's just flying around getting cats out of trees, yet when Batman does something heroic, he gets slandered across the newspapers. We then see some footage that we've also seen in the other trailers. That's a line I'm going to repeat over and over for this trailer. We then get confirmation that Robin was probably killed by the Joker as we see a shot of his suit, and Bruce Wayne mentions how the people of Gotham are sick of clowns. Lex Luthor then interrupts the two, makes a joke, and we see some footage we've seen before. Batman going through the desert, Superman going to the hearing, all that kind of stuff. But then we cut to Alfred telling Batman he shouldn't go to war like we've seen before, and he says he's brought the war to us, showing Batman's paranoia. We then cut to reverse shots of scenes we've already seen in Man of Steel, but this time obviously from Batman's perspective. We then see an awesome shot of Superman slamming General Zod through a building like in the end of Man of Steel. Then we're shown some new footage of the fight that we've already kind of seen with Superman and Batman really going at it. We see Batman in the Batwing, I'm guessing, or the Batjet. Batwing is what it's called in the comics. And it flies into the same shot that we've seen earlier. The footage we see of the Man of Steel and Batman fighting is mostly the stuff we saw in the Comic-Con footage. A little bit more of it, we see them slamming through a few buildings and Superman getting shot from weapons I'm guessing Batman may have set up, or even Lex Luthor. Speaking of which, we cut to Lex Luthor talking with Lois Lane. The way they're talking, I believe Lex Luthor might have set up the match between the Man of Steel and the Dark Knight. We see one or two more shots of Batman and Superman fighting a little bit more of the Batmobile, and then holy fucking shit, what are those? We see some kind of alien creatures fly down and start grabbing soldiers. Now, I'm not certain what these beasts are, but if they are real, this may disprove my Batman nightmare theory from the last video, but they could be, well, his nightmares as well. But another guess could be they may be parademons, creatures used by Darkseid to try and invade Earth, mostly used in Justice League stories and whatnot, since this is Dawn of Justice. Maybe it's a flash forward to the Justice League, or maybe this is what the movie ending sets up with Darkseid invading. Who knows? We then see some of the footage that we saw in the teaser, and we cut to LexCorp, where General Zod's body is being rolled forward towards a very eager-looking Lex Luthor. Then things get interesting, where Lex Luthor says he creates something to kill a god. And suddenly we see this crazy machine going at it. We don't know what that's about. I genuinely have no idea. And suddenly, this is the big reveal of the trailer, kids. Yes, it's fucking Doomsday. How badass is that? Yes, it's been rumored for a while that Doomsday may be making an appearance in this movie, but holy crap, this looks badass. Well, he kind of looks like one of the cave trolls from Lord of the Rings, but even then, it looks awesome. We then see Batman in his downed plane, which I'm guessing was knocked out during the fight. And suddenly we see Doomsday fire a blast of energy from his face. I believe he gains his power from General Zod, which Lex Luthor was experimenting on. Suddenly we see the big explosion we see in the other trailers, but this time a bit more clearly, showing more buildings and stuff being destroyed. And finally, we cut to the money shot. Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman. Yes, the Trinity stands together, and they look fucking awesome. Sure, I have my complaints about Wonder Woman turning up in this movie, because I feel like she's being shoehorned in, but my god, they look badass together. We then fade to black. Okay, I've been Jack for Jack Media. If you've enjoyed my breakdown and review of this trailer, which I genuinely have enjoyed, don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe for more awesome content. I'm Jack. See you next time.